Hi guys, how are you? So for this morning, I just want to share to you what are the three kinds of resume. So I hope it may help to those who are seeking or looking for a job. And while I'm discussing, it's okay to, if you want to drop down your houses. Okay, so, and just feel free to watch this live. Actually, I just want to share this because I believe that this is important, especially for those who are fresh graduate. So I just remembered when I first created my own resume, I was not aware of this, so I'm not sure what to do with my resume. That's why I think it will really be a big help for those who are looking for a job. And before, I thought the more na mahaba or maraming page yung resume, the better. But I was actually wrong because, as we all know, those people who are interviewing or scanning your resume are busy people. So they don't have enough time to check or to really read every details in your resume. So I think it will really be a big help, di ba? So your just so just like what you are seeing on my screen are the three types of resume. So this is the first resume. Resume number one. By the way, I just cut this example from the internet. So I think it's from zeti.com. So credits to that website. Actually, if you're looking for a lot of things about how to make your resume and what are the things that you must remember, you can search their um, site because they will really help you on how to make your own resume. Not just to make your own resume, but an effective resume. Okay? But before I discuss what are the differences between the three kinds of resume, may I know who are those who are listening to me right now? And shout out to Joseph Arandia for being so supportive. And to Show Business TV, shout out to you also. Okay, if you are new with this channel, by the way, I am Teacher HG. I am a senior high school teacher. And during the pandemic, I just realized that I also want to edit video for educational purposes or and sometimes uploading of our um, journey. So ayun, pag nag-upload ako ng um, mga lakad or gala namin, family or magkakaibigan, na nakakatuwa pala na i-upload mo lang yung mga memories nyo tapos pag napanood mo yun in the future, sobrang nakakatuwa. Anyway, so if you're watching this live, what are the things that you can notice? What are the differences between these three resumes? So this is the resume number one, resume number two, and resume number three. Can you read it? Or the writings are too small for you to read? And you know what? I based on my experiences, I've been working for wait. let me just count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Almost 9 years. And isang taon na lang. And I've been working for 10 years yan. So I just also had the chance to be one of the interviewer. So every time I'm looking for something to ask, I am just basing all my question on your resume, di ba? On their resume pala, ayan. So in short, yung mga itatanong lang din naman sa atin pag pag i-interviewin tayo is based lang sa kung ano yung nasa resume mo. Okay? So, dapat talaga paghandaan natin kung ano man yung ilalagay natin sa resume natin. Okay? Ayan, so without further ado, let's proceed with our discussion. So, there are 3 kinds of resume, and the first one is the reverse chronological resume. A chronological resume, also known as reverse chronological, is a resume format that highlights your work experience, starting with the current or most recent roles. Chronological resume is the best choice for candidates with a consistent work history. So, when we say chronological, di ba, yung may pagkakasunod-sunod, just like A, B, C, D, yan, 1, 2, 3, 4. So, may tamang order, with correct order. But, when we say reverse, kabaligtaran naman lang siya. For example, is 1, 2, 3, 4. So, pag reverse, 4, 3, 2, 1. Or A, B, C, D if chronological. And if it is reverse, is D, C, B, A. Ayan. So, when will we use this kind of resume? So, by the way, this is an example of reverse chronological resume template. So, the format is this. You must have your name here at the top, and below your name is the position that you are applying for. Okay? So, for example, your name is Joseph Arandia. So, under is what is the position, for example, store manager or whatever it is, whatever position it is that you are applying for. Okay? And the resume summary or resume objective is, let's just read the example. Dependable master electrician with 10 plus years experience with construction, residential, and industrial electrical installations. I'm so sorry for being bulot. Substantial knowledge of industrial control, circuit management, and power distribution. Named Mosaic Life Players Employee of the Year for 3 years in a row. So, wow. Actually, his objective was wow for me. So, sa objective pa lang, makikita mo na may dating na, di ba? Employable na siya. Ayan. So, ibig sabihin, katanggap-tanggap na yung niya, summary objective. And anyway, you can also share some of your objective, why you want to apply for that company. By the way, if you're applying for a position, you must research something about the company that you're applying for. Okay, so avoid yung a-attend ka na lang without researching about the company that you are applying for. And actually, it is not just for the meantime or for the present. Kunyari, kasi yes, it is already automatic that you're applying for a money, for salary, for wages. But you must also know what are the company's values, guidelines, rules, diba, for you to be prepared. Kasi mahirap na yung nag-a-apply ka lang, tapos wala lang, apply ka lang just because you need it or you want it. Baka mamaya matanggap ka, pero iba pala yung expectation mo, di ba? So, magkakaproblema lang kayo in the end. So, again, you must research something. And then, in this part, you will see the personal info or the contact information where they can email you, where they can call you, where they can contact you. So, put your address, your email address. No, I mean, yung address ng bahay nyo. Because maybe there are still company who's sending letter through snail mail. So, we still don't know. And of course, they can see or they can check kung malapit yung bahay nyo sa company, sa address mo. Okay? So, maganda rin na ilagay niyo yung address mo so that they can know kung yung travel mo ba. Ayan. Kasi tinitingnan din ng future employer mo kung malapit ba yan, malayo. Kasi syempre, yung performance mo will also reflect, di ba? Mamaya kasi, pag sa Manila ka nag-a-apply tapos ang bahay mo ay sa Bulacan pa or somewhere pa. So, ayun. Minsan, ang gusto ng mga employers, yung malalapit lang sa kanila. Next is your phone number. Ayan. So, we must have an updated phone number. Yes, yes, yes. And of course, always make it available. Dapat may signal, hindi lobat. Diba? And also your email address. So just a reminder for, hi Lodi, good morning. Grabe, malaking tulong po yun sa akin sa paghahanap ng trabaho. Salamat po ng marami. Thank you, Ding Dong, for your encouragement and motivation. Okay? Anyway, so let's go back with the email. Please avoid using Hehe email. What are the example of Jeje email? Ano yan? Colettes_24 at gmail.com o kaya my bebelabs at 24 at gmail.com. So as much as possible, if we are applying for a job, we must use a correct or a professional email address, di ba? Because it will also represent something about you. But it's okay to be Jeje if you're still studying but if you're already working, we must have a correct and professional email address. And especially during this time, you know what, during this time that everything is online or virtual, most of the companies are communicating with their employees, customers, or even applicant through email. That's why it is really important to have an active email address also. And of course, again, a correct email address. Okay? So just like with our example here, his email is francis.shelby@gmail.com. So, first, it is connected with his name. Second, it is professional. Yeah, it's professional kind of email. And the next one is the LinkedIn. Are you familiar with the LinkedIn site? Actually, in this website, you can check some of the companies if they are hiring, di ba? And also, dito din ako nagtitingin ng mga business articles and minsan mga din, professional articles. And of course, if you are a professional, you must also sign up in this website because it will really help you to connect with other professionals. So if you're an engineer, so you can see other engineers who are posting some of their training, seminars, and etc. So I really encourage those professionals to really have their own account in Link. And actually, there are people who are making Link as if just like an FB, but it is not. It is a professional website. So if you're looking for a romantic friend or casual friend, so think this is not for you. This is more on professional website. Okay, next is the skills. you know what? I was just happy or amazed with these skills, 'di ba? For our example, he is very honest. So as you can see, if yung ano niya, mathematics knowledge niya to lang. So hindi, please never over declare or wag niyong i-exaggerate yung mga dinideclare sa resume. Kasi syempre kung nilalagay niyo diyan yung 5, tapos mag-expect sa inyo yung employer niyo na, uy, 5 siya sa marketing, etc. So, syempre, ang madalas na ibibigay sa inyo is connected with those, yung sa dinideclare mo na skills mo. So, choose, you must be honest, okay? You must be honest with everything that you're declaring in your resume. Okay? Kasi in the end, hindi lang yung company yung magkaka-problem. Also you, because if they will give you a task or an assignment that is over than your capabilities and abilities, I think it can lead to anxiety, stress, or even depression, diba? So if you don't want to experience that, please, please, please avoid over declaring or exaggerating uh, your skills. Okay, so next is, okay, additional section, what are your interests? Okay, so, nakalagay dito astronomy, rock music, so, ayan. Actually, it's additional section, so, it's up to you if you want to include that or not. And then, okay, this is the main event or the main purpose of reverse chronological resume template. As you can notice, the biggest portion of this resume is his experience. Okay? So, makikita nyo talaga yung parang pagkatingin pa lang ng resume, ang unang makikita is yung mga experiences ni Frank. So, naka-arrange siya sa recent. So, 2012 to present. Diba? Kailan ginagamit yung present? If you're still working in that company, and then makikita nyo rin kung ano yung naging position niya, and then the company where he is working and all of his tasks. Ayan. So, makikita nyo rin dyan yung mga task na ginawa niya. Of course, it's important, di ba? Kasi magiging basihan din siya ng employer mo kung anong ibibigay sa yung task or trabaho. Pag nakita nila kung ano yung mga pinagagagawa mo dun sa talagang pinagagagawa. So, ano yung mga naging task mo or assignment mo sa dati mong o sa work mo, okay? So, next two is yung 2007 to 2012. So, syempre, recent 2012. And then next is yung, ayan, kung ano yung position niya and then kung saan. And then the last part is yung 2003 to 2007. Ayan. So, his work experience was arranged from recent to yung huli. And yung education niya is maliit lang naman. So, siguro lang niya to is technical school or college. Ayan. And then yung certificates niya. Okay, so it is just my advice to you guys. If you're still studying or if you are if you're not yet working, please prepare for your certificates because it will really help you to ano ba? Yung parang mas makakalamang ka sa ibang applicant if you have certificates. So saan ba manggagaling yung mga certificates? Sa training, sa seminars, or anything na related. But just a friendly reminder, your certificates must be connected with the position that you are applying. Or if may I share, I'm a teacher of PBM Strand, and I think last June, May, June. So during that time, I found a training or seminar in the internet wherein they are offering free business management training. So it took me 4 weeks to finish that, and after that they gave me a certificate, diba? And that's for free. Actually, it's basic for me, but I think it will help other students. Okay, so what's my point? So, especially during this time that we have this pandemic, di ba? And you have a lot of time in your hands. So, I'm really encouraging you to look for trainings or seminars that can give you a certificate that you can use in the future. Okay? So, I hope this advice will help you. Kasi, when is the best time to prepare is now, di ba? Hindi naman kung bukas ka mag-a-apply, dapat ngayon, naghahanda ka na, di ba? And then next, yan. So that's the reverse chronological resume. So kindly remember that the main focus of this resume is the working experience. So the reverse chronological resume is most advantageous when you have several years of professional experience. Okay? So it's, for example, you have 3 and up experience. And next, your career progression has been steady and preferably in one industry. So let me just explain this. So there are people, for example, who graduated from educational course, di ba? But along the way, they discovered that they really don't like to teach, di ba? So they want other profession. So for example, nagturo ka ng 1 year and then you stop and then nag-ano ka sa engineering, ayan, for example, engineering industry. So hindi ito yung para sa yung format, okay? And also if you don't para sa iyo tong format na to if you don't have gaps in employment and a resume. So there are people who are working and then stop working and then working. So kasi hindi rin siya magandang tingnan sa resume, 'di ba? Pag nakita nila na nagtrabaho ka ng 2007 and then you stop working 2008, 2009 nag-start ka na naman, 2010 nag-stop ka na naman. So yon makikita yon at mako-question ka doon at kung hindi maganda yung isasagot mo or hindi ka handa dun sa isasagot mo, so you must not use this kind of resume. Okay? So what's, if I'm like that, if I don't have any working experience, if I have gaps in my employment, or if I change my career, so what is the best format or what is the best format for you? I think this is the best format for those. A functional resume is a type of resume format which showcases skills over experience. And so let me just repeat it. A type of resume format which showcases skills over experience. So sa una nating uri ng resume, mas na emphasize yung experience kaysa sa skills. Okay? But here in functional, mas na-highlight po yung skills mo kaysa sa experience. The purpose of a functional resume is to draw attention to transferable abilities rather than focusing on a chronological overview of your work history. So this is the example of functional resume. So same format, ganun pa rin yung name and then the position that you're applying for and then your personal info. By the way, dito kasi merong nakalagay yung Twitter account. So just a reminder for all of the students out there or even young professional who's using their Twitter account as alam mo yon yung labasan ng sama ng loob o kaya yung mga pag nagpo-post tayo ng mga rage natin against other people or government or any person or personalities, please avoid putting your Twitter if yun lang yung mababasa ng mga employer niyo. At alam niyo ba na ang mga empleyado hindi lang sila nagba-background check sa mga working experience mo, sa skills mo, sa seminars. They are also checking you in social media. They are checking what are your posts, kung ano yung mga sinasabi nyo doon. Kasi pag nakita nila na, oy, ito si Ding Dong pala reklamo siya, di ba? Or si Ding Dong pala, pag pala sumama yung loob niya, pinopost niya agad sa Twitter niya or sa Facebook niya. Medyo magkakaroon tayo ng problema dun. So, if you're that kind, actually, hindi ko naman pwedeng sabihin na, oh, you change, 'di ba? Pero, 'di ba, kasi kung nag-work tayo tapos mamaya mapagalitan ka lang ng boss mo, 'di ba? Tapos i-post mo na agad sa Facebook or Twitter. Actually, may mga kaso na yan eh. So, dapat maging aware din tayo doon. Or let's all be careful in posting something in our social media. Anyway, there are 4 people who are watching with me right now. So if you're one of those, kindly comment hi, hello, or whatever you want to comment so that I know that you are a real person or you're not just a bot. I just want to say hi to those 4 people who are listening to me right now. Thank you very much for being with me today. So, ayan. Di naman po, madam. Haha. Ayan. Sabi ni Dindo. Ayan. Thank you for those who are responding so that I know who are you. Okay, next is software, ayan, languages. So, parang parehas lang din naman to nung unang uri ng resume. So, but what's the difference, diba? Ano pinagkaiba? So, if you can notice, kanina, a bigger portion of the resume is, yung work experience niya. But here, the big portion of this resume is his skill summary. Ayan. So, ano yung mga skills niya, ano yung mga kaya niyang gawin, di ba? So, nakalagay dito yung research, writing, creativity, or social media, and time management. Yes po, I'm real. Thank you. Ayan. So, ang makikita naman dito yung mga kayang gawin than yung experience. So, if you can notice yung experience niya, maliit lang, di ba? So, mas malaki pa rin yung skill summary niya kesa sa experience. Ay, totoo po ako. Ayan. Thank you, Joseph Arandia. And then, yung education niya, ayan, ganyan lang siya. So, I think it's yung college lang niya, no? Or yung bachelor degree lang niya. Okay? So, sabi dito, the functional resume is best when you're pivoting to a new industry where your work history doesn't match. So, for example, just like my example before, yung graduate ka ng education, pero you decided to change sa engineering. Okay? So, if you're like that, this resume, this format is best for you. If you're changing your kasi hindi naman connected yung education sa construction. Pwede rin, so depende sa pagtatrabahuhan mo, pero in general, they are not connected, so hindi mo din magagamit kung ano yung experiences mo doon, okay? You're highlighting your specific skills needed for the targeted position. So, if you think you are great in something, for example, you are really very good in photography, so pwede mo rin siyang ilagay. So, if you're good in research, pwede mo siyang i-highlight, di ba? Na pagkakita pa lang ng employer or ng HR, so, may isip ka na nilang ipasok, di ba? Next is, you're lacking work experience relevant to the position you're applying for. So, yun nga. So, this format is best for those who are still studying, who still don't have any working experience. Kasi, ang maha-highlight dito yung skills mo kesa yung mga working experiences mo. And then, last is, you have many gaps in your employment history. Yan. So, again, when we say gaps, yung nag-stop ka na mag-work. Actually, it also happened to me when last 2016 to 2017, I stopped working. And because I manage a small business of ours, di ba, our family. And then, ang ginamit kong resume, yung reverse chronological. So, makikita talaga doon kasi makikita doon kung nag-stop ka mag-work. And then, ayun, the HR asked me, what do you do or what happened during this time? Why you stopped working? So, I answered him because I decided to manage my business or our business. Ayan. Which is also, I think, an advantage for me because the position that I am applying for is related with business. So, it's up to you. So, it is up to you on how you will present your data or your information, 'di ba? Sabi ko nga kanina, depende lang din naman 'yan. Yung mga tanong sa sa interview ay depende lang sa kung ano yung pine-present mo sa kanila. Okay? So, excuse me, let's have coffee break. Yan. So, again, thank you for those who are listening and for those who are with me this afternoon. So, the last format of resume is the combination resume. So, from its, word, combination. So, let's just go back with, good morning po, Teacher HG. Hi, Heidi! Thank you for visiting. Bigyan kita ng jacket. Ay, later. Okay, so here are the three kinds, 'di ba, yung kanina. So, pakita ko lang, etong nasa gitna, ito yung combination from Family Arandia, kasama ko po si Tintin. Shout out, Tintin, are you studying? Are you reviewing ABCD? Ayan, so when we say combination, it is a combination of the skills and at the same time, the work experience. So, makikita nyo talaga na nandito sa taas yung skills summary niya, and at the same time, yung work experience. And then yung education. Pero, sino nga ba yung mga pwede lang gumamit ng combination? So, sabi dito, ito sa baba ng disadvantage ng combination. So, this is an disadvantage if you're not a highly specialized professionals or it is hard to format and organize. Yes, if you are, pag sinabi kasi nating highly specialized professional, sila yung mga marami ng experience and at the same time, sila yung talagang pang managerial position na, di ba? Yung mga skills nila and abilities nila talagang pang masters na, hindi lang pang rookie sa basketball, di ba? Hindi lang pang amateur sa kantahan. Talagang na sila, ano ba? Mythic ba? Sa ML, yung mythic ba yung pinakamataas? Yun. So, kapag andun ka na, pag madami ka na experience and at the same time, magaling ka na sa ginagawa mo, combination resume is for you. Ayan, kasi it highlights your skills and experience and it masks gaps in employment. So, ayan. Next is, ano ba yung advantage ng functional resume? So, it highlights your skills and it's good for creatives with the varied portfolio. Ayan. So, pag functional, nag-ML ka pala, teacher. Actually, hindi. I just make it an example with my students last time. Sabi nila, mythic daw yung mataas. Tama ba? Mythic ba yung mataas? Kasi nag-chess lang ako doon hindi naman ako naglalaro. Anyway, so pag functional resume, it highlights your skills and good for creatives with a varied portfolio. Sabi ko nga, kung halimbawa photographer ka tapos wala ka pang working experience pero napakagaling mo sa photography, 'di ba? So pwede mo tong gamitin yung functional resume. And also, but it is difficult to scan and conceals your experience. So sabi ko sa inyo, 'di ba kanina, kailangan talaga one page lang yung resume nyo kasi sabi dito difficult to scan kasi nga busy yung mga nag-i-interview sa atin. So hindi na nila talagang babasahin every detail ng nasa resume nyo. Minsan, titingnan lang nila yan, and then yun. And, dito sa Pilipinas, yung mga resume na nakikita ko, may picture. So, dapat kung maglalagay din tayo ng picture natin sa resume natin, dapat yung best na, di ba? Hindi naman yung hindi naman yung edited, yung panguka sa personal, tapos ang tangos ng ilong mo sa picture. O kaya, sobrang kinis mo sa picture. Hindi din naman ganun. Yung lang, yung normal, professional, di ba? Hanggat maaari, meron na rin namang mga mga nagpipicture, yung mga photo printing, 'di ba na pwede nilang i-edit yung picture mo na may color or mukhang professional. So, wag lang yung basta sandal ka sa pader, picturean mo ko, tas print mo na, tas dikit mo na. Minsan lalawayan pa natin para lang madikit. Dapat ano, kasi kapag nakita yun ng future or ng prospect employer mo, ang dating nun sa kanya is, ano ba to, parang nagmamadali ba to, ganyan, or ano bang klaseng trabaho to, di ba? Na wala na agad, so may minus points na tayo. And then sa chronological resume, it highlights experience and achievements, easy to scan, but it requires consistent formatting and exposes gaps in employment. Ayan. So we already discussed what are the three types of resume. So for those who are five people in this room, what do you think is the best format of resume for you? For with your skills, experience, abilities, for you, what is the best resume that you can use if you will apply for a job? Actually, we are done. This is the last part of my discussion for this afternoon. And then let me check. Okay, we are still in 42 minutes, diba? Actually, this is for 1 hour. So I still have 18 minutes. 18 minutes. If you have any questions or suggestions or comments, just feel free to um, comment it in the comment section below. Ayan. Lagyan pala natin ng jacket si Heidi Arandia. Ayan. So si Heidi I think may channel din siya at magaling siyang kumanta. Yan, pwede natin siyang i-invite dito, 'di ba? Para kantahan kayo. Kung papayag siya, 'di ba? Mahal kasi ang talent ni Heidi. So for those vloggers who are here, pwede po kayo magbaba ng inyong mga bahay. So I hope you learned something with this short discussion about the three types of resume and some tips when you are applying for a job. Ayan. And for those who are vlogger who are watching right now, you may also jot down your houses. Ayan, wag yung bahay niyo talaga. And Heidi, you already have your jacket, so if you want to drop down your house, you may also do it. And shout out again to the 4 viewers right now. So if you're late, so I just discussed what are the three format of resume and what are the differences and when not to use those format. Again, I'm your teacher this afternoon. I am teacher HG. So I just want to welcome all the 4 viewers that I have right now. So thank you very much for staying and for watching. So I will end this live stream in 3 minutes because I'm already done with my discussion. Thank you again for those who stayed uh, with me this afternoon. Bye.